Hey, what's up, BC? DJ Legion here, back with you. It has been a minute since I filmed. I don't know how many weeks, but anyway, we're here to do the first vinyl haul of 2018, quote unquote. Although some of this I got right at the end of 2017, but got a lot of records to show you because, like I said, I haven't been on in quite a while. So. Great to be back, and let's just get right into the vinyl. From Half Price Books, Berkeley, California, for $6.99. This is 6 a.m. Prayers for the Damned, Volume 1, still sealed, unopened. Like I said, scored this for $6.99. 6 a.m., for those of you who do not know, is Nikki Sixx's project now that Motley Crue has retired, quote unquote. This is his full-time band now, 6 a.m. This is a great album. I screened it on Google Play, even though I haven't actually played the vinyl copy yet. Fantastic record. Got it mint sealed for $6. Excellent. For $7? $7, $6.99. Half Price Books in Berkeley, same thing. This is Quiet Riot. This is the 1988 album, reissued, 2013 reissue. I do not think Kevin DuBrow did vocals on this. Maybe he did. I'm not for sure. Carlos is doing lead guitar, and Frankie's doing drums. So that's the two members of the original group. Like I said, I haven't heard this yet. This was mint sealed as well, reissued. This was only $3.99. So I picked that up at that price. Can't go wrong with that. Half Price Books in Berkeley, Molly Hatchet, The Deed Is Done. This is a 1980. What was the original release date? Does it say 84? I can't read that with that one. 84. This is a 2013 reissue, mint sealed as well. Once again, $3.99. Brand new. These are like $20 albums, these reissues, and I got them on the cheap. Kid Rock, First Kiss. This is his 2015 release, so it's been out a few years. This is mint sealed as well. I like Kid Rock. I like his music. Not all of it, but I like most of it. And, of course, I like his politics, so that helps. Once again, $3.99 mint sealed for this. So, great stuff. I haven't heard any of the new Kid Rock, actually. So this will be interesting to listen to and check out. I'm going to show you some stuff that I just picked up today, actually. There's a record shop close by. And Down Home Music, El Cerrito, California, if you Google that. Anyway, they have a website. They specialize in international music, folk music, blues, a lot of that kind of stuff. They're big on blues, they're big on international music, and they're big on folk and Americana. Not big on rock and metal. And why that is a blessing in disguise is because when he's buying lots of used albums, somebody brings in a crate of stuff he wants to sell, he's not paying that much attention to the rock and metal. So a lot of it just gets thrown into the discount rack, $2 a piece. And out of that, today I picked the following up. $2. It's an original Styx Cornerstone, with the jacket that opens in the back and has the original inner sleeve. It's on A&M Records. Yeah, I picked that up for $2. As well as, I think it's Juan Bivor. Anyway, this guy here played in the Plasmatics. Played drums, I believe. This was his solo record, post-Plasmatics. He played on all the Plasmatics' first three albums, New Hope for the Wretched, Beyond the Valley of 1984, and Metal Priestess before T.C. Tolliver took over in 1982. Anyway, so this guy played in the Plasmatics. I've had this album on my want list since 2012. I've been looking for this album, and they're on eBay. They're not that expensive, because this guy played in the Plasmatics, so I want to get, he has a connection to that band, so I want to get, everything that was connected to them, either before or after. And yeah, this has been on my want list for 6 years, give or take, and at least 5 years. And I found it today for $2 at that record store in the discount section. Was stoked to get this. Album is called Drums Along the Mohawk. It came out in 1980, 86. 1986. So he'd been out of the Plasmatics for 4 years at that point. Anyway, stoked to get this. Also today for $2. Once again, the guy's just putting the metal in the discount section. White Lion, the debut album, Pride. I'm stoked to get this. 1987 on Atlantic. It's a great, great album. This has a notch cut out on the top, unfortunately, but still, it's in fantastic condition. I've already played it, spun it once since I've been home. Stoked to get this. Getting over a cold. I'm actually through the cold, but I still have the cough, which is one of the reasons why I haven't filmed in quite a while, because for about 9 days last month going into this month, I was ill. Yeah, White Lion, Pride, 1987, debut on Atlantic, $2. Stoked to get this. And it gets even better. In the same stack, Warrant, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinkin' Rich from 1989 on vinyl. $2 for this. I played this one too. These are both dirty, by the way. They're filthy dirty. I took a big old dust ball off of the Warrant, off my needle, my stylus, from playing the Warrant album. So I'm gonna have to put these through the spin clean, obviously. $2 for this, and this could easily fetch $20. Easily. This is 1989. Albums were on the way out by then. CDs were on the way, were the big thing. There weren't a lot of these pressed on vinyl in comparison to what they sold on CD and cassette. $2. Stoked to get this. Something I picked up last week. I think I paid $8 for this. Fleetwood Mac's debut, quote unquote, at least Fleetwood Mac 2.0, their debut, with Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks and Christy McVie. This is a German pressing, I believe. Yeah, it's a European pressing. It's in great condition. Yeah, it's just, I'm not a huge Fleetwood Mac fan, but this album and Rumors, and the first 3 Stevie Nicks albums, those 5 albums, I want to have on vinyl, and so I was stoked to get this. I've had Rumors for some time. It's the only thing left now that will satisfy my Fleetwood Mac collection is the debut Stevie Nicks album. I have the second and the third album, but not Belladonna, not the debut. So once I have that, I'll have the 5 Fleetwood Mac and or Fleetwood Mac related albums that matter. That being said, I have not checked out the Peter Green blues-based Fleetwood Mac from the early 70s. So possibly I'll be into that. I don't know. I haven't checked it out. If I like it, then my Fleetwood Mac collection will not be complete, and I will have to go back and get some other stuff. Last week as well, picked this up, brand new, paid $20 for it. Stoked to get this. Had the CD for years. Rancid. And Out Come the Wolves. This is a fantastic punk album. And I was stoked to get it on vinyl, to upgrade to the vinyl finally. Great album. Not just probably the best Rancid album, but just a great punk album in general. Like I said, I've had this on CD for a long time. And was really stoked to be flipping through the punk section at a different local record store. And this showed up, so I had to take that home. Also last week picked up a record store day leftover, I think from Black Friday, this past Black Friday record store day, November 2017. This is the Moondog reissue, original album released in 1969. Has the gatefold cover. The instrumental. This is a really psychedelic, avant-garde, hippie, new age, whatever. But a classic album that I've always wanted to own. I think I paid $19 for this, or $17.99. I'm not sure. But anyway, they reissued this. The original was in 1969, and those go for big money. Original copies, but this is fine for me. 2017 reissue. So this is interesting stuff if you bother to go on YouTube and listen to it. Okay, and what's left? Oh, a few more. Now, what I'm going to show you now, I picked up actually last year, at the end of last year, at another Half Price Books in Austin, Texas, the flagship Half Price Books for the country. They have quite the vinyl selection and quite the book selection in that place, as you can imagine. If you take the average Half Price Books that you're used to and multiply that square footage and selection by 8, that's about how big this place is. This place is probably as big as a small grocery store. If you remember, a smaller grocery stores like, I don't know, TG&Y or A&P or something like that. Not the big mega grocery stores we have today, but the smaller grocery stores they had back in the 1970s and 1980s. That's the square footage of this Half Price Books. Anyway, I picked up a mint-sealed copy of Mick Jagger's She's the Boss for $5.99. I have since opened it and played it. It's fabulous. This is 1985, so it's 33 years old and had not seen a needle until I put it on my turntable and gave it some spins. I had this on my turntable for several days, played it over and over again. It's really good stuff. Also from 1976, this was mint sealed as well. Seals and Crofts, Sudan Village. Just a live album. Has a notch on the bottom. But this was mint sealed, never opened, for 42 years. From 1976 to 2018. Until I took the shrink off of it and played it for the first time. This is really good as well. Excellent. Seals and Crofts kind of remind me of Simon and Garfunkel as far as their ability to harmonize together. They just sound, when they're both singing together, they just sound amazing. Not any of the hits on this except for a track called East of Ginger Trees on side 2. So this is all music that I had not heard before. I think pretty much everybody and their dog has Simon and Garfunkel's greatest hits in some format or another. But there's only one song that made it on that greatest hits record that was on this album. So this was a bunch of new stuff from them that I had not heard before. All right, and finally, also at the Half Price Books in Austin, Texas, I scored 3 mono Ella Fitzgerald from the 1960s on Verve Records, and was stoked to get them. I paid $10 a piece for them, but they're just out here on the West Coast. You might find one Ella Fitzgerald from the 1960s, and it'd be more than $10. It'd be closer to $20. Ella Fitzgerald sings the Gershwins. Once again, I have a stereo copy of this, but I still bought this one because this is the mono pressing, and that's really the one I want. Ella live in Berlin, Mac the Knife, $10. And finally, Ella Fitzgerald sings the Rodgers and Hart Songbook, Volume 2, $10. Once again, this one is the mono pressing. So I was stoked to get these 3 in particular, the Ellas here. So yeah, that is what I picked up. I have a bunch of CDs as well, but we'll shoot that some other day. That's what I picked up over the last 7 weeks. So going back to the last week of December, thereabouts, all the way through until today. So there it is, the first vinyl haul of 2018. I haven't been around much on the VC. That's probably by design. Not going to be filming as much this year. I know I've said that before, but as you can see now, it's being illustrated. Once a month, maybe I'll get something up. So, yeah, that's just kind of where it's at. But I have been picking up subscribers. I think when my last video, I had 527 subscribers, and now I have, I think, 546. So over the last month, I picked up about 20 subscribers. So thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all my old subscribers. I appreciate that, especially since I'm not as active as I used to be. I used to be putting videos up all the time. I used to be all over social media. I've since shut all that down. I'll talk briefly about some personal stuff. 2018, I have a lot of goals, and physical fitness is key. I mentioned before I lost 40 to 45 pounds the last 7-8 months of last year, 2017. And so going into this year, I want to build on that. So my plan was to start doing some cardio and weight training. And so starting January the 1st, I got up at 5 a.m. in the morning and went out and got some cardio in, and then came home. I got some dumbbells. Right now, that's where I'm at. I don't have the gym membership and all the equipment. I got some dumbbells and just doing some walking up some hills, doing a little cardio, and doing some dumbbells on my back and arms and shoulders. Starting January the 1st, and the first few days were brutal. It was brutal out there trying to climb those hills the first few days, but eventually I got all the way to the 27th of January and was really feeling good, feeling great. And then I got sick, and that shut me down for 9 or 10 days. And I used to be, and I got a flu shot. I don't know what the hell it is this year, but the flu shots were useless. And the particular bug of the strain of the flu was brutal. Usually I can knock a flu down in 3, 4, 5 days, but this thing stayed on my ass for over a week. Maybe that's just because I'm getting older. I don't know, but it just shut me down. So I was really disappointed because I was going to have that first month of training in. 27 days in. I only had 3 or 4 days to go to close out January and have a full month of exercising. And I didn't get there because of my illness. But anyway, as of 3 days ago, which was Friday, I'm filming on Sunday here, I got back at it, got back up, 5 a.m., got back up, and now we're doing it again. Cardio and weights for the rest of February. So, yeah, the goal is to be meaner and leaner by the end, to use this year to build on what I have accomplished last year with the weight loss, and to tone up and to get in better endurance, better stamina, and look a little better naked, so to speak. So that's just a little personal thing I thought I'd throw at you. So that's much more high on my priority list than my YouTube channel. I definitely would like to get to the point where, like, Frank, channel 33 RPM, I don't know how many subscribers he has now, but like 8,000. He's got this, cutting edge software, fantastic editing. He's got a strict shooting schedule. I think he puts up 2 videos a week, and they're really good. I would love to be at that level at some point, but that's not on my list for 2018 at all. Like I said, I'll be lucky to get 10 or 12 videos up this year, at least on this channel. So that's where we're at. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing, leaving the comments, giving me the thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for all of that. And I will see you soon. Until I do, you know what to do. Turn up the music. Turn down the drama. Let's all have a great February, and I should be back. Actually, I might do a big vinyl haul later this month. Maybe. We'll see. It's Valentine's, so we all know the drill, right? And, you know, for the next paycheck, it's blocked. The disposable income for the next paycheck is blocked. It's Valentine's. All of us married and or serious relationship males know what we need to do. Anyway, turn up the music, turn down the drama, and I'll see you soon.